There's a quiet kind of genius in the way the Amish keep their greenhouses warm through the harshest winters. No wires, no oil tanks, nothing humming in the background but nature itself. It's a world apart from the high-tech solutions we often see, and yet it's every bit as effective. Maybe even more so. I'm James, and this is Dirt Decoded. Today, I'm taking you inside an Amish greenhouse that thrives all winter without a single plug or flicker of electricity. We'll break down the time-tested techniques that let these growers harvest fresh greens and veggies, even when the world outside is frozen solid. First off, just look at the structure. Amish greenhouses are built low and tight, with thick insulation on the north side. This isn't just about keeping out the cold, it's about holding on to every bit of warmth the sun gives during the day. That solid wall, it holds on to the day's heat. The north wall acts like a thermal blanket, storing warmth and blocking icy winds, so the inside stays cozy long after sunset. The south side is all about sunlight, angled glass or plastic that soaks up every bit of winter sun. The angle is carefully chosen to catch the low winter rays, maximizing light and heat gain when it matters most. Passive solar design at its best. Sunlight goes in, warmth stays put. The greenhouse becomes a sun trap, turning even the weakest winter rays into life-giving energy for the plants inside. But here's where things get really clever. Under your feet. The Amish don't just rely on the air temperature, they heat from below, right at the root zone. Amish growers heat from below using compost-heated beds. Imagine trenches layered with straw, manure, old vegetable scraps, even wood chips. This living, breathing compost pile generates warmth as it breaks down, creating a microclimate that's perfect for plant roots. As these break down, they create a gentle, steady heat that rises up right where the roots need it most. The soil stays warm, even when the air above dips below freezing. It's the same concept as the old-fashioned hotbed. When the composting is in full swing, these beds can stay 10 to 20 degrees warmer than the air above, even if it's freezing outside. That's a huge advantage for winter crops. That means roots keep growing, plants stay happy, even delicate greens can thrive, and the growing season stretches right through the coldest months. Next, thermal mass steps in. Along the back wall you'll see barrels of water painted black. These aren't just for show, they're a key part of the greenhouse's natural heating system. They soak up sun by day, then let it go by night. Kind of like a slow-release radiator, but powered by physics, not fuel. The water's high heat capacity means it releases warmth gradually, keeping nighttime temperatures stable. Ventilation? Absolutely. Even in winter, Amish farmers crack open their greenhouses, not to cool things down, but to kick out humid air. Too much humidity can lead to mold and disease, so a quick vent is essential. Dry air holds heat longer, so a quick vent on a sunny afternoon can make the space toastier after dark. It's a simple trick that makes a big difference in plant health and warmth. Now, check out the covering. Forget just one layer of plastic, they use 2, sometimes 3. Each layer is carefully installed to create insulating air pockets. Each layer traps a bit of air, adding insulation. The air gap acts like a buffer, slowing heat loss and keeping the inside temperature more stable. Some even toss floating row covers over the plants for bonus protection. These lightweight fabrics add another layer of warmth, right where it counts, shielding tender crops from cold snaps. Put it together and you get a greenhouse that doesn't just survive winter, it works with it. Heat goes where it's needed, soil life thrives, and every scrap cycles back into next season's fertility. The system is self-sustaining, efficient, and deeply connected to the rhythms of nature. That's the Amish secret. Biology, physics, and a respect for living soil. It's a blend of old wisdom and practical science, all working together to create abundance in the coldest months. If this gave you a fresh way to look at winter gardening, like, share, and subscribe. There's a lot we can learn from these time-honored methods, and I'll be sharing more secrets in future episodes. There's always more to decode in the dirt. Stay curious, and keep growing.